It baffles me when I see Nigerians hold onto headlines and struggle hard never to go beyond just the headline. So Two-Face Idibia has come under the spotlight recently. Over more than an hour interview he had with 234 Unzanzi podcast that Nedu anchors, one of his new babies, I guess. And on that interview, to be honest, that was Two-Face Idibia's best interview so far since he went into stardom. And if you listen to that interview, particularly for young artists, I would recommend them to go watch that interview. Two-Face said a lot of things there, from his career, how he started, his struggles, when he had issues around children from different women, and the things he faced. He went further to talk about his life at the moment when others have risen and he is struggling, even as good as he is as an A-list artist that we all used to revere, and what people need to do and stay afloat and maintain their sanity. It's a very rich, interesting interview that, beyond being an artist, even for those who understand how life used to be for them when they were at the top of their careers, it's an important interview that they should watch. But what I have seen people hold on to was just a tiny aspect of that interview where he talked about his own truth. And his truth is a reality of many men, but we want to hide and try to throw shades at him. Two-Face spoke like somebody who was very, very sane. And he was clear about the things he talked about. It's an interesting interview, and I would urge anyone to go watch it. But we chose to run with what would trend for the media and what would sell. Two-Face didn't talk about Annie. He talked about his divorce in a very peripheral level. Even when Nedu, in his usual manner, tried to have him spit out a lot of things, he tried not to go there. And he went further to rather praise Annie and commend her for also sticking in. He acknowledges his challenges as a man. And he also spoke reality that we, a lot of Africans, don't want to talk about. We try to hide it, but the truth remains the truth. It's his truth. He's spoken it. Regardless of who feels hot or who feels otherwise. When you watch that interview, you will agree with Two-Face on the number of areas. And for me, that is what interviews should do. But we will always run with the one that suits our narratives, try to paint this guy the way we want him to be painted. And one thing I don't like about these things is when divorce occurs, we begin to take sides with those we think we are in bed with or we love. And they've gone further to compare Two-Face with Yul Edochie, but these two guys, their own scenario, are not the same. Yul was still married when he went further to marry a second wife without notifying the first wife. But in Two-Face's case, he quietly went and had a divorce, which is what anyone who feels that they are not feeling the union they are in anymore would do. And he hasn't killed anyone. He hasn't done anything that is wrong. It is not against the law of any land for people to go their ways if their marriage is not working. And that's what Two-Face did. But the society will not forgive him because of where he comes from and because of the fact that some of them may have their favorites in the whole battle. Two-Face may have his own demons. He's gone through some rough times in his life. During his career, had his own moments that at that time, the media has not even developed the way it has today. But some persons have refused to let go of Two-Face's past. But on that interview, he also challenged anyone to point at any scandal he had all to the point he was married. And that is the truth nobody can take away from Two-Face. That we are using his past to judge who he is today. And he shouldn't have opinion or express his opinion over how he sees a man and a woman relationship. That's his opinion. In as much as a lot of men also will not say it, that could be their opinion as well. Two-Face didn't kill anyone, neither has he said anything that will hurt anybody in that interview. It's an interview that a lot of people will learn from. And over the years that I have listened to Two-Face's interview, this is coming from a place of somebody who has experienced life as an artist, who has experienced a whole lot, and a younger Two-Face versus a Two-Face who's going to be 50 within the year. You would see maturity at best. You will see a lot of experience that people can tap from. But instead of going to listen to that full interview, we chose to pick just one or two clips that are less than 1 minute. And if you watch that interview, you will see clearly the sincerity of the guy's statements. Despite the fact that Nedu tried to twist and turn, he maintained his position and he was as clear and transparent as he could be in that conversation. It is best for me so far. All his career, all his interviews, is granted that particular interview, I believe he had to do this for somebody who is starting all afresh. And we need to also look out for his new album that is coming. Two-Face is giving a lot for the society and for the culture. He's put our music on the global stage. And if anyone is enjoying and benefiting from Afrobeat today, it is because the likes of Two-Face have paved the way. They may not be your favorite, they may have their flaws, but it's because they are also human. I think we are being too hard on this brother, man, and we are not doing the best we can to support Two-Face. He's still one of us. He's done great things. He will go to achieve greater things. And he has put out a lot in that interview for people to learn from. I love to read your thoughts, and I encourage you to go watch that interview. And I see you in the next video.